outside the car park or garage or whatever people have been saying that they saw Ajoke outside the road. No. That day was on a Saturday. We were arranging the church, and I walked by and I saw a baby crying. And I was the one that raised the alarm on that very fateful day. And after we raised the alarm, some women came around, some other disciples came around. Most of the disciples that came around then, they are no more in synagogue. I can mention names, and most of them are not there. Ima was there. Austin was there. Where is Austin? Where is Ima? These are the people who can talk about this child also. So we went to tell TB Joshua that a baby was found in the church, and I asked them to go and look at the child. Then after people came, then they took the child to the station, and that was the story, the beginning of Ajoke. And at the long run, after some time, we got to later understand that Ajoke's mom was a friend of TB Joshua. So TB Joshua is the biological father of Ajoke. That is why you see so much look alike. And you see, let me tell you one thing about Synagogue. The way you see Ajoke being treated, that is the way TB Joshua treats all the disciples. Disciples rise against themselves, says all sorts of funny things. They can lie against you. They can conspire together. 4 or 5 people can stand against you and be telling things that you never even experienced in your life. We have been taught there to hate everybody. No one love his or her brother. Only TB Joshua. My brother, let me tell you the truth. Ajoke, mommy said that to the wife, Evelyn. She knows that Ajoke is the daughter of her husband. It's like that. All those wise men that came, they came when? Go and ask people that have been there with TB Joshua in 93, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Go and ask them. 98. So these are the people that can testify about who TB Joshua really is. And TB Joshua is very, very smart. So let us stop this argument. Ajoke is the biological daughter of TB Joshua.
Okay. You said you are the one who found Ajoke.
Yes, correct.
So the whole story about Ajoke being found outside of synagogue under a truck, it's hoax, it's a lie.
Let me explain to you how exactly place where Ajoke was found. We have 3 entrances that enters the synagogue. The former auditorium, in the old auditorium. Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing.
There's a gate at the center. We have one gate. First, when you're just coming from the bus stop, you are going to see a gate. Then you pass, you meet a gate. Then you pass, then you meet a 3rd gate. Ajoke is by the center gate. When you just come, you move by your left. That was where she's been kept. So she was kept on a bench. You know, that time we are using bench. He doesn't use a chair. There's no other chairs. It was bench. You know, plank. That's what I mean by bench. There's those plank, those long plank. So they will join them together. If people want to sleep, they join them together. So that was how Ajoke was being packed. If you look at even the video that him is playing, you will see that I'm correct. She was on the plank. So why are you telling us that she's found in a gate, in a security post? Wise man, he's a liar. Well, I can't be surprised. That is what they are made of. How can you say that somebody that we found inside it, you are not even there in the first place? They don't know the history of Ajoke. So that is that.
So during the time of Ajoke, all these wise men were not yet there?
No, not single one. Not single one. None of them. No, not one among them that was there then. Somebody like Anu was there. Han was there. Yes, those were those people who have stayed long in synagogue.
So how did the mother succeed to leave the child in the church without being noticed and move out without being traced?
Yeah, you know, like any woman will come to church, just like you came to church, like nobody expected that to happen. So they were doing cleaning. Maybe the woman must have been with the child, but after some time that she found out that everybody was not there, so she dropped the child easily. But I want you to understand one thing. Why did the woman drop the child in synagogue? Number one. Number two, why is the child looking more alike than the children of TB Joshua? Why? Then number three, why are they manipulating even if the child has done wrong? So far that you have adopted the child as your child, whatever the child does, it remains with you. Whatever you are claiming that she steals someone's, if you are taking care of her, we should steal a child of a rich man, stealing. So this TB Joshua can manipulate even the school, can manipulate the disciples, can manipulate the congregation. He can manipulate anywhere. He has power, he has connection, he has money. So that is it. So he is the biological father. And that is why Ajoke was the only threat of him. So you people saying that, why don't Bisola and the rest of them, I also would have been a victim like Bisola. You'll be asked to come and confess, to say what you did not do, just because we have been brainwashed that we're only going to make it in synagogue. So that is the reason why everybody that is making confession, please, it is not real, it's not truth. Because I will have been a victim also of that confession, of that evil confession. My story is a different thing. So if Bisola is happening to Bisola, she's crying, she's rolling on the ground, that is the logic. That is just it, because she has been brainwashed that she cannot make it. That's how that we are all brainwashed. There's nobody that leaves the synagogue that will not beg, including myself then. So everybody, both old and young, when they send you away, you hang around, you'll be hanging around, they'll be treating you like you are animals, pushing you here, pushing you there. There's nobody that leaves the synagogue without a bad name. TB Joshua will make sure that he bastardizes your name. No matter your rank. What happened to Daniel Omokachi? When Daniel Omokachi came to synagogue, how was he treated? People should be wise. You are hearing people testifying, still you don't want to believe. I know after my coming out now, trust me, you will hear from many disciples. You tell me, why are they coming out now? Why would they not come out now? That time when you come out, TB Joshua has lawyers. You can imagine, I could remember a case of one of the ex-disciples. They were in court. TB Joshua wrote so many papers against them, wrote a petition against them, and these guys were going to court with about 10 SAN, S-A-N, senior advocate of Nigeria. We're going with the court with them. I don't know where those guys are now, if they are still alive. Brother Ben, and one other one, I can't remember his name. So that is the story. So many cases that TB Joshua have in court, even right now, he has so many cases. So Ajoke was right saying that our father was living in a fear. He doesn't trust anybody. If you are too close to him, you are a threat. If you are not close to him, you are a threat. Did you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't like anybody. Everybody is a threat to him. TB Joshua can go extra mile to bring someone down. Now, like I said, in synagogue is a church of one man. Now, look at this. If you are in synagogue, TB Joshua makes sure that he has a bad record of everybody in synagogue. I'm telling you this.
You said what? You were breaking. You said
he has a bad record on all disciples. A bad record on all disciples. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
So if you try to rise against him, then he was going to play it. I'm a victim. He would have had a video of me. Yes. In that year, somebody was one that spoke to me that, man, do you know what God is going to do for you tomorrow? If you are not in synagogue, you can make your life again. And God did. So God has really blessed me, even after I left synagogue. But it wasn't an easy thing. If you are in that synagogue, for you to come out, my brother, if you come out, you can't get yourself. It will take years and years and years. It will take people to come around you before you can succeed. Many people that left synagogue, I can assure you now, some of them are not married. Their life are shattered. So all those wise men were the ones used so that people will not talk. When you talk, how many of us have money that you have money to go to court for somebody to bring? Do you know how much he will pay to sand to get one sand? Do you know how much it costs in Nigeria? Then for you to be carrying about 12 sand, 15 sand, you already have the police. They will write a petition. You have this. You are using that. So you know what is there. So everybody is facing one issue or the other. So I'm not saying my own, but the issue of Bisola, I know that lady will be in pain now if she see a video, but she will not be surprised because that is what synagogue is made of: to torment, to destroy. So that is it. Ask Mommy Evelyn, why did she send all the disciples away? Why did she send them away? They were the first threats that were threatening her when her husband were alive. Why did she send all of them? Why? Ask her that question. Why didn't she send all of them away? Why did she send some? Those ones she sent away are the ones sleeping with her husband. Those ones are the ones who does, yes?
So the allegation that TB Joshua is sleeping with all his disciples are true?
It's true. It's true. The wife cannot deny that. Yes?
Someone would ask that is listening and that is inclined to defend TB Joshua. They'll probably say, why should we trust you, or why should we believe what you're telling us to be true?
Well, the Bible says we should seek the truth, and the truth will set us free. You may not believe me, but you can see for your eyes what is happening. So I can tell you many disciples that left that synagogue, their life is not balanced now. Thank God I left there for long. And I thank God, God, I'm living happily to the glory of God. So when I heard this man died, I just look at that very day. Many of them rushed to synagogues. They were calling me. I should come. I should come to do what? I spoke sense into some of them, and they left. I said, you are still coming to synagogue. Your father died. When he was alive, what did he do for you? Some of them said, you speak sense to me. I better begin to go now. So I will still give you my story, but that one should be another program. So let me just share this very one on how synagogue is being managed. When he was arrested, the day they came to arrest him in the morning, I was still in synagogue. I was there. When he was being taken away, I was there. So you can't tell me wise men were they there? They were not there. Many of them were not there. They don't know the history. Many of them have died. Some of the disciples that left have died. It's just the grace of God. I'm telling you, it's hard to believe. You see somebody like an angel, somebody now telling you that this person is not good. How will you believe that? So it's just I call it devil's incarnate. So if you are in synagogue, my brother, he's a big problem. So TB Joshua have destroyed lives. Do you know how many cases he has concerning children that it is virgin? What about that one?
What?
Children that it is virgin in the church.
Children, underage children.
Yes, children that were there, they were blue team. And it was one taking care of them till they grow up. You know, like somebody would like to be with a pastor. So they were with him. So these are small children. The case is in court. Two of them, both the senior sister and the junior one. The parent found out that they are this virgin. The case is in court in Nigeria. So you won't believe it. So many cases.